Talking to the head coach of Brookville Boys Camp Shepherd. We talked about the seniors the other night, but just a little bit deeper dive. Leadership. If I said leadership and the senior group, what comes to your mind?
I think a change in mentality. I think as a coach, you always have a goal of getting your program to a certain level, a certain level of consistency all the time, where your program year in and year out is going to look a certain way. And I think that has to be a mentality. And I think our guys have done an awesome job, specifically these 6 seniors, in establishing that mentality the way I wanted it here, and they've made it a day in and day out process. They haven't shown up and missed a day of work. They clock in, they're ready to go. And that says a lot for our younger guys to be able to watch that. That's an example they get to see every day of what it's supposed to look like.
A little bit more word association. You kind of hit on one of those words, but toughness. If I say toughness, how do you relate it to the senior group?
I think toughness is something, again, to me, toughness is not just 32 minutes on a game night, right? Toughness is you had a bad loss one night. High school basketball is a quick turnaround. You got to show up to practice the next day, and you got to get after it. You got to forget about it, and you got to practice hard, and you got to focus, and you got to get ready for the next game. That's what these guys embody. I never had to worry about at practice at any point, was I going to get full effort? On the contrary, some days I would have to slow it down a little bit because these guys they love to practice hard. It means a lot to them. So toughness to me is what you do on a daily basis, and these guys have shown that.
Final word, dedication.
Yeah, it's who you are every day. We talk about, we say the word family when we huddle and we break. And I think when I think of family and I think of people in my family, I think about my wife, I think about my dad who's on the coaching staff with me. I think about people that have shown up for me every single day that they've been in my life. These guys are so dedicated that they show up for each other every single day. They practice hard, they support each other, they're always together in the hallway. And that was established by these 6 seniors. They set the tone for that. So for that, I can't thank them enough.
2 final questions. Are these guys going to be underappreciated or undervalued just because their record was not great?
They might be by others outside of our program, but they won't be by me. Anytime they return to our program, practice or a game or anything, they'll continue to see how much I appreciate them and how important they are to me. They'll always have me in their corner if they need anything for the rest of their lives. I'm here to help them, so they will never be underappreciated by me.
I kind of eavesdropped on your talk right there, and you said one thing is we got to be physical, but we got to be physical within the rules and not get outside of ourselves. How important is it that, basketball is a physical game, but it's also one between the ears?
Yeah, I think there's an intelligence to being physical with basketball. I think you have to pick your spots. I think you have to know how to use physicality within the rules of the game. And I'm just, trying to use a teaching moment there, trying to teach our guys, if we're not physical, we can't win. That's got to be our identity. But we also can't be to the point where we've lost focus and concentration and we're doing things that are going to harm us by getting fouls or putting the other team in a situation where they've got easy shots because we're worried about being too over physical. Just trying to teach our guys the difference and how to play with a good head on their shoulders.
Coach, always appreciate that.
Thanks, Bob.